back, dude. 129. All right, wait till you hear what this hooker said. I'm telling you, I've been holding it in for like fucking 3 days.
Dude, I have been waiting.
So I was watching First 48.
Yeah.
It was like 5 in the morning. Of course, I'm up, for my
Me time.
me time.
Me time.
And all right, so the story was basically this hooker had killed her trick, and the reason she killed him is because basically he got rough. So when they brought her in for questioning, she didn't want to cooperate. She didn't want to give up any info. Then finally, they're just like, okay, we're going to give you a day. Make up your mind, because if you don't come back in, we're not going to listen to your story anymore.
Yeah.
We're just going to bust you. So if you want to cooperate, great. So she comes in the next day, dude, and she legitimately must have went home, was like, man, I got to come in intelligent. So she comes in with glasses. Her hair's like kind of combed. I don't know. She still looks fucking methed up. And a dress, but her tits are still hanging out.
Dude.
And she sits down and she's like, good evening, officers. It's like noon. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So she sits with them and they're like, okay, Janice, tell us a story and tell us the truth. And I shit you not, this is what she said. He's like, so you were with this customer and things went wrong. What happened? She's like, well, it all started and he started getting rough. And it happened when he tried to insert his penis in way of anus. Dude,
In way
I swear
of
to God,
anus.
she goes in way of
Dude,
anus.
She's like cocker head, like in way of anus, mind you. Like,
I was waiting for her to be like, my butthole.
yeah.
For the layman's.
I was waiting. She's like, for the layperson, asshole. Just. Dude, she's like,
I swear to
in
God, she
way
goes,
of anus. Dude, that's either a band name or a cool sign on the side of the road.
I had to rewind it because I was like, did she just say in way of anus?
In way of anus.
Yeah, dude. And then it was hilarious because they're like, so he tried to insert his penis in your anus and you killed him. She's like, yes. And she's like, it was justified. And they're like, how? She's like, she finally hit her like, she's like, well, she's like,
Dude, it'd be great if she had a clipboard, like she's like, tried to insert himself.
funny if she's like, well, let me put on my reading glasses. They're like New Year's glasses. It's like 2009.
It's 2 beer mugs from like October. Just like, she's like, hold on. Dude, what if she came? She comes in like Sharon Stone from fucking like just like this, and like she uncrosses her leg and a fucking rat comes out. She's like, sorry.
But instead of a tight white like Calvin Klein dress, it's just a long wife beater she got at the bodega. She's like, hello.
Dude, it's an Embiid jersey. Just like
it's an away Sixers jersey.
it's an away Sixers jersey with a huge shit stain on it.
Oh, dude.
In a way of anus.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
I was
God.
dying, dude.
Dude, that would be the best if that was like she was really like fighting for her life. She's like, I'm going all the way to the top, all
Yeah.
the way to Supreme Court. It's like, why? It's like he tried to insert himself in way of anus.
It's like, well, you're a hooker. He got aggressive. Yeah, that shit happens.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
You killed him. And then it all hit her. And she's like, God, I just killed him, didn't I? They're like, yeah, you fucking idiot. She's like, all right, take me to jail. God damn
Wait,
it.
did they say how she killed him?
She shot him. And she goes, I swear to God, when she was leaving, when they were like cuffing her up, this was the funniest thing. It was down in fucking Miami. So they had this big spread out for the cops. And fucking, it was all like Cuban food.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it's in Miami. And she's walking by in cuffs. And they have to like walk her by. She's like, that smells good. And they're like, yep, well, you take care of yourself, Janice. You know, I'm glad you came clean. She's like, I want to thank you too. I really hope the Lord forgives me too. And I'm really sorry about ruining your Thanksgiving. It's like, dude, they're like, we don't give a fuck. We got 9 other hookers in the back.
Ruining your
They all got hit by way of anus too. Dude. You don't see them shooting people.
It's
You
a
fucking
man.
retard.
Look, fuck that guy for getting rough.
Yeah,
But he's a piece of shit. But I'm glad that dude, the amount of times I've tried to go in way of anus and have been. Do you imagine how many times, like, if I tried to fuck someone in the ass, and they're like, "Oh no!" And then she turned around,
Just shot you?
and shot me, dude. Like fucking Jesse James, real quick.
Dude.
It's like, dude, and you're about to flatline, and like, what happened to you? They're like, it's like, in way of anus.
It started out with way of anus, wasn't it?
A sentence to death.
She must have thought of that sentence all night. And when
Dude.
she delivered it without stuttering, she thought she just fucking... she was, like the best intelligent person the cops have ever talked to. And they're just like, how the cops didn't bust out laughing? I would have died laughing. I'd have to leave the interrogation room. Yeah, way of anus.
But that's like, she was like, all right. It's like, he tried to fuck my ass. It's like, that's too aggressive. Come on, Janice. You got to think about this. Think about this.
As she talks to like fucking Sierra, her fucking hooker friend. She's like, I've been through this before. Say way of anus. They'll give you a little
he
room.
violated you in way of anus. It's like it's like someone writing a term paper and you need 300 words and it's like fucked in the ass. I don't like that. Hold on. Let me think about this.
Dude.
In way of anus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's how I started my week.
That's a good way to kick it off, man.
Yeah, and then speaking of fucking retarded women, we'll keep this train going. Daddy, you can bring those up. There's a story about a mom who has a son who's now a teenager and is too cool for hugs and snuggles, so she knitted a life-sized version of her son because he's too old for cuddles. Look at this fucking creepy shit. That's a fucking thing she sewed.
Wait a minute. Wait.
That's knitted.
Wait, so there's no one in that?
No, that's just a life-size thing of her kid with a retarded outfit on. And, yep. That's what she bangs that thing.
Dude,
that's her kid.
Dude, that crotch of that kid is so crusty.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Look at he's like, what time is it? Psycho time? I have past my mom's fucking nut job.
Dude, what if the kid? Wait, do they have a picture of the real kid?
Yeah, he's getting. I think those fries are knitted too. Those are knitted crab fries.
Chicky and Pete.
Look
knitted.
how huge that watch is too. By the way, what's the like a laptop?
Is that
on his wrist.
Leela from Futurama? What the fuck?
Why is he fingering the fry? There she is.
Oh,
this is the psycho that knitted. I think she killed her son and just put him in there.
Wait, so that right there, I'm never going to judge anybody, but
I am.
If someone was like, my son won't let me hug him, you know what my alternatives? I'm just going to knit a whole doll.
Yeah.
And then this is 1 second away from her knitting a noose as well.
Oh,
just so she fucking loses it.
I bet you she. There he is.
Oh, my God.
That kid.
Wait, what's inside the doll to make it be articulated like that?
Probably fucking dead babies.
Yeah, I was going to say, what bones of her previous son are in there, dude?
I don't know, but that kid looks like he's about to go in way of anus.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, somebody's fucking that doll, dude. Someone.
Like one of your wrestling buddies.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That fucking little Kevin over there is going to have a yarn blown out ass by the end of the week.
That is so fun. If a cat got hold of it, the mom's like, no.
Dude, I'm waiting. Dude.
Yeah, that's.
How great would it be, honestly, if there was like. I feel bad, dude. That's tricking child molesters, quite frankly. What if,
yeah, dude. That's not a bad sting operation.
That's not, dude. You just put that kid like.
He's like
looking at a giant watch.
The kid does that,
dude. He's like, hey, I see this sexy kid, right? So he is a weird salmon pink. You know that gets me. You know I can't resist salmon pink children. You know, yeah. Listen, John, okay. So I'm making the rounds, right? I go past PS 117. I see the hottest fucking carnation pink boy on a fucking World Industries fucking deck. And
I like huge pink watches.
So, okay. You know this kid just takes it and takes it and takes it. Still has a smile on his face. Dude, that's another thing, too, is like... That's just did it say anything about her friend saying anything?
No, but she's apparently pushing for this thing for other moms that have like, you know, miss having their sons
Dude.
or their daughters at a certain age where they were, you know, now they're hitting that like, you know, puberty years where it's like, Mom, you're a dork, get away from me. And you're like, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's called growing up.
Yeah, like this kid, he's gonna get. It reminds me of that fucking Gypsy Rose girl. Remember where the mom kept telling her she was sick?
Yeah,
he's gonna get Gypsy Rose, dude.
That's like
that's how he's gonna look at the end of the year next year.
Dude, what? Dude, fuck that. What if he comes home and the mom's like, so Kevin, too, has been diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma, and we don't know what we're going to do about it.
You mean that salmon ball of yarn you have in the living room?
Dude, what if she knitted the biggest balls and dick on the kid?
Oh, dude, I bet you
what if that thing has the biggest...
It's like, boom. It's a fucking elephant
and it's like
trunk.
she ran out of thread, so it's like 3-toned. It looks like a fucking flag coming out of there.
It's like one of those fucking rocket pops. She's like, I got it down the blue.
The balls are like just oven mitts filled with ham on the side of it. Just like, it's his ass.
His ass is
It's just
like a couple of Christmas hams in kitchen gloves. She's
Dude.
like, that thing's got a donk.
It's like, look at the dumper on Kevin too. I like him. Dude,
dude.
That's also great. Like in the summertime, like she's like, you know what? I hate how Kevin 1 is getting bigger and he's always wearing board shorts. I like Kevin 2 to be wearing a Speedo.
Oh,
just
dude.
out on the dude with his massive balls hanging out of the side.
He's going to be out in the garage working out with like knitted weights. He's
Yeah,
like,
just like, hey mom, so you know, it's like I hope you're making baked ziti tonight. So
yeah.
what's for wait a minute. Where's the dad in all of this?
I think he's in the kid's body. I think he's in the son's
Seriously.
body. That's who's keeping it together.
Dude,
He's like Justin Long and
yeah,
Walrus.
seriously,
Tuscan.
dude. The father's heart is inside Kevin too.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, dude. Also, what if? How would you feel? I've also thought about like
What?
As soon as I saw that, I was like, dude, if I saw that on the street, if I saw someone on the street that I didn't know with like a knitted child, think about this. Say you're walking down the street.
A knitted child.
And then someone is trying to give a knitted child food. Like, here comes the plane. Like, I would call the police immediately.
Yeah.
There would be no, like, someone needs to come down and handle this now.
This lady clearly killed somebody.
With-
They're like, what is there a body? Like, somewhere. Look at this fucking lady.
look,
She's
you see
spoon
this?
feeding a ball of yarn.
You see, look at the dick on that thing.
What's his dick so big for?
Dude, imagine losing control of your car and hitting Kevin, too.
Just flies.
Dude, ragdolls all over the fucking place.
It just lands like. Also, why is he doing this?
Yeah, dude, that's...
She's like, God, I love when he checks his watch.
Jesus,
Like,
so that watch is a Casio, and it cost me a couple $100. I don't know. Dude, also, I'm hoping that later we find out that she's shipping drugs in Kevin, too.
there it goes.
There we go.
And we're back.
Hey!
I don't think that doesn't show up on the recording, does it? The webcam
We'll
utility
never know.
page. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. That's our quick commercial break.
I love that's word from our sponsor, ESP.
Overheated camera.
Overheating camera.
You want to make some projects that you want to have stop abruptly? Overheating cameras for you.
Dude, I meant to tell you this. I was looking at fucking Libsyn last week, or like 2 or 3 days ago, and I've been going into the like where the listens are coming from.
Yeah.
You know where we're getting a good quality, a good amount from? Not a lot, but like 15. Nom. I think they heard us, dude.
Dock-a-down.
Dude, and I started thinking about having PTSD in current day Nom.
Dude, yeah, we're like walking into a Walgreens, like, I lost 3 of my friends in here.
They're like, can we help you, sir? He's like, I'll fucking do
Dude,
it.
how great. I had talked about this the other day. When I was a kid and I saw Platoon, I remember like one thing I always wanted was like a horrific face scar like Barnes. Like that was one thing. I still kind of want that now.
That's so gay.
No, dude, that's what I wanted. Because
I'll make a sewn.
You total, dude, that would be the fucking best.
I'll make a sewn version of it.
a sewn version.
all knitted.
But like
versions.
just going, like being horrifically scarred like
Yeah.
that, and then going into like a Target and just walking around. And someone's like, "Don't buy those.
yeah.
Don't buy." And they're like, "Why?" It's like, "Believe me." It's like anything they pick up. It's like they pick up like a 12-pack of Pepsi. Like, put those Pepsis down right now, young man. You don't want to buy those. It's like, what happened to you? He's like, shut up. Shut your fucking mouth.
Dude, you could do that in modern day Nam now.
Yeah, dude, that's what I mean. It's like you see someone going into a Roy Rogers in downtown Da Nang, and you're just like, don't go in there. That's all they have. Dude, I'm telling you, every truck stop restaurant is a major restaurant in Da Nang. Like if you go and you don't see Hardee's out on the street, but if you go to fucking Vietnam, they probably have.
Yeah, I
them
mean,
everywhere.
dude, like there was that what is it, The Five Bloods or whatever the movie is
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Netflix. So that movie is hilarious. I mean, it's not supposed to be, but it's fucking hysterical because those 4 black guys go back to Nam and they're going back to get their buried treasure or something, and they're in like a fucking Applebee's. And they're like, "Hey, you want any sliders or pops with that?" And they're like, "I'll fucking kill you, dink." It's like, "Whoa, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?"
Okay, well, my name's Roger.
It's like, "My name's William. I don't. Where's this coming from?"
Dude, what if they're at like a Chili's and someone's coming out with a sizzling fajita and it's just like popping and they're like,
He grabs the closest waitress. He's like, "I'll fucking do it, dude."
you just hear like it closes in on his face. You hear children laughing and crying. He's like, but like the Vietnamese, like they try to take shots at like, so instead of a bloomin' onion, it's called a kaboomin' onion,
dude.
and it's just like, oh, that's shaped like a mushroom cloud. They're like, I can't be in here. All the food is taking me back.
It's just like real blatant. They don't even hide it. They're like, "What size soup would you like? Small, medium, or round eye?" They're like, "I'll fucking do it."
Our prices are so guai low. You can, how guai low can we go?
Yeah, dude. Current day Vietnam's pretty nice.
Yeah,
It's,
dude, they're at a Honda dealership, and
dude.
someone shows up in a panel truck, and they just see their old buddies in the back, like, stay out of this Honda.
Dude, it's insane.
Jesus
So yeah,
Christ.
shout out to Nam.
Yeah, thank you, Vietnam. Good morning.
I don't know. They might be
Maybe.
plotting.
I don't know. Oh, speaking of weird, so to go back to that knitted kid.
Oh,
Speaking of
knitted kid,
weird
yeah.
fucking children, how about that fucking kid who made the tiny house?
Oh, the
that is-
89 square foot
Yeah,
house
the
in Iowa.
89 square foot house
Yeah.
in Iowa. And
The
he's
Jack Shack?
Yeah, he's trying to pretend like he just doesn't destroy his own penis in that.
I mean,
fucking
dude,
shack.
it's like they made a big deal about it. He's getting praise for it. It's like an 89 square foot. He built this house. It's just like
Now-
a fucking rich kid tree
Yeah.
house.
Well, my other thing is, we were talking about it the other day. Isn't his dad like a contractor or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he didn't build shit.
He's not in there wiring the
Yeah,
shit
dude.
at 13. It's like, all right, maybe
You know what
he
would
did
be-
a good amount of it, but
How impressive would it be? I mean, it'd be tragic, but like he's in
It collapsed?
No, it burned down with him inside it.
he's like, let's party. Like, no.
He couldn't escape his 89 square foot house. He's like, I don't know. Dude, because
Yeah.
he's a fucking 13-year-old boy. He puts cool booby traps in it. He's like, I fell through the trap door.
Yeah, he's like getting all this praise for it, and all right, I get it, but really, it's going to be done this week. No one gives a shit anymore. So now, what's left? A fucking 13-year-old kid in an 89 square foot
Yeah.
space with no parents. It's a Jack Shack and a future Kaczynski, dude. That's what you just created.
Like
That's
I said,
too much for a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's that. I mean, I wasn't even allowed in my room by myself as 13 anyway.
Your mom's like, keep that door open. You're like, what? You try and trick her with a sewn version, but it looks like that kid. It doesn't even look like you.
It doesn't. It's just newspaper taped together, like down in the basement.
You stole a fucking scarecrow.
Yeah, no, dude. I just exhumed a body, and
It's an old lady.
it's an old lady propped up with an old broom. I'm like, "Hi, mom."
You have like the worst Ferris Bueller setup ever. She opens the door, but it comes up. It's like, oh.
And her face falls off. She's like, "What?"
like what? I'm just sleeping.
I'm
here.
sick, mom. I'm telling you. But fucking, I think it's crazy because like this kid's getting so much media attention for building this small house.
Right.
I hope the news shows up And like they just kind of like instead of doing like a weird like, oh, how'd you do it? Let's check the whole. They show up with like black lights and like, let's see what's going on in here.
Yeah,
they just turn it.
Jackson Pollock of the house. Just spray paint it everywhere, dude. There's no way. The minute the hype died down, this kid's like ignition. Oh my god,
dude! They go in and like they open a cabinet. It's nothing but lotion. He's like, I get real dry skin.
Yeah, he's like, working out here in my 89 square foot house. Get you dried up.
Yeah, dude. That's you'd have to monitor that close. I guess this kid. Then again, he also built it on his parents' property. If he went out,
it's like right in the backyard.
Yeah,
it's not like in the woods.
Can't hide beer in that.
I mean, if that kid legitimately built that house, I'm sure there's a couple trapdoors he's got his fucking weed and beer in. But he looks like a dork.
Yeah,
like
that's what I mean.
Also, it's funny that this kid has an 89 square foot house that his parents let build. It turned out amazing, and he has no friends to share with. They're like, cool house, dork.
He's like, can you guys come over? Oh, no, you can't. It's only 89 square foot.
Yeah. That'd be sick if the older kids just come over and kick him out.
Dude,
just have a hump party.
I hope
they...
What if his house gets vandalized?
Oh, it
but
definitely
not
will.
His
I guarantee it does. He's going to turn into like an old man screaming out there.
Dude,
he's like, you kids better knock that shit off.
That's the opposite of a knitted child. A child who won't leave and builds an 89 square
You're just
foot
asking this kid
house.
to put some vans full of explosives.
Seriously.
It's like, that's a psychopath shit. He's not going to leave that fucking house.
Is this kid's last name McVeigh?
Yeah.
He's like,
he's like, I'd rather go by my new name, Kaczynski McVeigh. It's like, that's not even a real first name.
What if they came in to interview him
Richard
and
Kaczynski
in his
McVeigh.
house he's just got like framed pictures of fucking Kaczynski and McVeigh and Mark David Chapman. He's like, I've had a lot of problems with musicians as well. Just like, what?
This Catcher in the 80 copies of Catcher in the Rye.
They come in and they find his anti-government manifesto. It's like, this, I get a lot of work done in here. I am very, very left alone to my own devices.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't know what this kid's, what his status is.
But that's what I mean. This kid's a total nerd because if I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build my own house out back. She'd be like, what are you doing?
Did you ever have like a clubhouse?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, but it was made of like a fucking piece of plywood you found in the woods and it was destroyed 2 days later.
No, man, we built some fucking awesome stuff.
Yeah, like you guys, we
built some
you guys had a lot of
shit.
woods.
Yeah, we had, dude, and we would steal stuff from a factory that was behind our house.
Yeah, that's
all the time.
Yeah, and you probably had those fucking woods people helping you out, like, hey, Ryan. Tom's friends. It's your dad's friends.
My dad's like, I want to introduce you to some friends of mine. Now, some of them are made of old rags.
This is Lefty.
Right, so you guys aren't around a lot, and I miss having you around, so I made 2 new children. You're going to have to compete with them to the death.
Also, they got huge dicks.
Also, look at the fucking wiener on this thing.
That thing got wiener on
Look
it.
at this guy. He's like, it's an old fucking exhaust tube for a dryer. It's just like, look
That'd
at
be
this guy.
fucked up. They had a better relationship with your dad than you did. He's picking him up on time. He's paying child support. You're like, what the fuck, Tom? How about a little something for the effort over here?
My dad wouldn't be walking around with him. He'd be like just holding the head like, where you gotta go? I'm going to see that new fucking Jurassic Park with my 2 sons here. Just throws him in the back of the van. They're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that's that kid stinks though.
But
I mean, it's pretty awesome, and I saw the house. It's cool, but who gives a shit?
I just don't know what is your end game with an
he's
89
a fucking total nerd. He's
house.
just like Al Borland at 13 years old. It's
oh man,
dude, that'd be sick if he was like fucking opening the door. He had like a silk robe on. He was just dressed like what's his name in Boogie Nights. He's got a little Filipino boy walking around throwing fireworks. I'm like, this kid rules.
The only reason he built that house is like so he could be just like in thong underwear. It's like, I'm waiting for the sliz to show up. Dude, if he literally built the house, like, so my parents were like, oh, wow, you're being really creative. Like, look, I just want to crush gash.
Yeah.
That's why I built
this kid
a house.
Rules, dude.
Dude, if he fucking built a gas shack, that's the different fucking thing.
He was on a wooden sign painted like crudely. Yeah. It's like a backwards S. It's like, whoa.
It's like, what's that about? It's like, I'm trying to lure him in.
He just quit school at 13.
Dude, that would also be the best. He builds the house and he drops out of school. He's like, finally. Fuck this noise.
It's like Billy Madison just chucking kegs out there. I'm like, yes, dude.
That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
If that was his end game. He's like, I built my own house. It's pretty great. Now I can never go to school ever again.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you.
Dude, I bet you if he had a couple knitted partners in there.
Dude. Those would be standing up on their own.
I'll tell you what they're filled
dude,
with.
so
Oh
crusty.
my God, dude.
Dude, what if he started hunting cats too? Like he's up on his roof with a bow and arrow. He's like, I made this too. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you eat? There's a bunch of calicos.
He
in
starts
this town.
getting nugs. He just goes full Ruby Ridge. FBI shows up. So he's got guns in there. Pretty sure he was at a couple white supremacist meetings. We don't know. We're going to put a
comes
bullet
out,
in him.
He looks like Christopher Walken from fucking Deer Hunter. He's just like, I've had enough. He just becomes the creepy old man. That's
Yeah.
creepy old man. That's a future creepy old
Dude,
man.
if he was running Russian roulette tournaments,
That's why he gets
it's like an old Chinese guy with one sunglass lens and no teeth opens it, like, ow. Like, oh.
Get him out.
They're like, is Andrew here? He's like, I'm out.
It's like, I'm his father. You don't know.
Everyone's smoking cigarettes. Everybody, dude.
Dude, I would hope a kid who built his own house in his backyard just picks up a terrible meth addiction.
Oh,
like
dude,
that would
why
be,
wouldn't you?
Dude.
It's either you go two ways with that. You're a fucking dork, or you're going to be a future drug dealer.
Yeah.
Or a porn shooter.
But yeah, dude.
He should turn that into his own little browser studio,
Dude,
dude. He should rent it out to porn.
Only crams a lot, dude.
Oh my God, I rewatched that too. Just that one episode of, just not to get off topic here, I watched the first episode of Don't Fuck with Cats. And when that fat retard who was leading the fight, fucking body not so much moving, that fucking idiot. She was like, so it turns out James Z. crams a lot in his ass was not a reliable source, and he killed himself. And I'm like, good God. I wish somebody would put her in a fucking vacuum sealed bag. No one would care. No one would create a
That's
Facebook
what the
page.
89 square foot kid starts doing. He takes up Luca Magnotta's
Dude,
mantle.
he's going to let Magnotta live there, dude. He's like, is this the 89 square foot Magnotta mansion?
Wow, this is devastatingly depressing. Your parents are devastatingly retarded.
Oh,
letting you
dude.
do this.
I wanted to bring this up because I've been seeing this meme a lot on a lot of my fucking alt-right fans. All my Trump fans there.
What?
You know the Trump guys. Like, you're friends with them on Facebook.
It's like, what are you doing in your 89 square foot house? It's like,
You don't
I got a
wanna
lot
know.
of alt-right fans. My alt-right.
Let's not deny them.
Jesus. All right, yeah.
Not saying I am. Just saying. They're out there.
Hey, they're good guys, some of them. I don't know.
Yeah. A lot of them graduated with me. Anyway, so I've been noticing that they're putting up this one meme where it's talking about Biden's first week in office.
Yeah.
And it's like, next to Trump's and Obama's and Bush's, and then it's Biden's where, he's taking out the pipeline and 10,000 jobs are lost, this, that, and the other. It's weird because, I don't know. I guess I have no idea what they're even talking about, but I mean, I know what they're talking about with the pipeline and everything, but everything else, I'm like, all right, cool, dude. But you know what I was thinking was, because people were going at him with his, like, he has dementia and he's old as shit. I know he's not the oldest elected to the office. I'm pretty sure Reagan is.
No, Biden's the oldest.
Oh, he beat Reagan.
He beat Reagan.
Dude,
Biden's the oldest.
okay. All right. So it was Reagan. Now
Yeah.
it's Biden. Okay. My whole thing is like, dude, how have we not seen a president like Reagan or Biden? And I know there's been other presidents around that age. How has not one of them crapped their pants on TV, dude?
You know they did.
That's what I mean. Like, this is the shit I think about when they're like, pipelines going, jobs lost. I'm like, do you think he ever crapped during one of these interviews?
Dude.
Think about it. This guy's 70 what?
He's 78.
That's prime
78.
crapping
That's
age,
crapping
dude.
your
Dude,
pants.
That's
age.
You don't even think. The wind blows hard enough. It's like, hold,
Dude,
and
I bet Kennedy one time let one slip.
I just want to see Biden turn from the podium and leave, but he's got a big donkey because he got a diaper on. He's just,
Dude, Biden comes out like Tommy Pickles from Rugrats, just wearing the diaper like, I'm sorry, I forgot my pants.
yeah, dude. I don't know. That's what I was thinking about. It's like, or even just whizzed a little bit, you know what I mean?
Dude.
Let a little whiz out.
Incontinence in presidents has to be expected.
Oh my God. There's no way. I bet you if you go back to like Reagan's speeches, and we'll probably, obviously Biden's just starting, so we'll start seeing more of him. But with Reagan, I bet you there's a couple like non-Cold War Russian
Well,
ones where he just had to approach something
was it-
public and he walked away. Nobody really paid attention. I bet you had a pile in his
Dude.
slacks, dude.
Reagan. So I know too that Reagan.
Barbara's like, did you pile your slacks again, Ronnie?
Barbara. It's Nancy.
Yeah,
Nancy Reagan.
same thing.
But dude, how that would be Barbara Reagan. You know, Barbara Reagan. Who gives a shit who it is?
Exactly.
It's Barbara, dude. What if Barbara Reagan was?
That's what he called her.
It's like Barb.
So I knew I should have married
I've
Barbara.
got a big meat cigar in my pants, Barb. Get the
Dude,
snow shovel.
that's why he
out.
always said he wore sweatpants like the kid who crapped his pants in elementary
Oh,
school.
my
It's like,
God.
dude, you'd see him come in wearing one outfit at the beginning of school. Then by halfway through, he'd come back with like a sweater tucked into giant sweatpants. Clearly not his. It's like,
Reagan
dude, you crap.
leaves the podium. He comes back in brown corduroys. He's like, well, you don't know where he got them.
It's just a pile of wood chips next to the podium. Dude, if Reagan crapped.
Dude, how crazy would it be? You see the limo rolling up, he gets in it, and then halfway down the street, you see someone hook shot a diaper out. Just like, get out of here.
He's like Kobe.
He's like, oh. Reagan going into the White House and with a huge pile of old Depends, just like
Dude, I'm telling you,
over the
there's,
fucking thing.
I don't know why I thought about that, but it's like Biden is, and obviously, yeah, he's older than Reagan, and that's prime years, dude. With those dudes, them old guys, man,
I mean,
they'll
fucking-
piss their pants and crap themselves at any point.
You
they don't
also
care.
have to look at like FDR had polio and he
Yeah.
couldn't walk. You know that guy.
Oh, he had a bag.
One of the other days that lived in infamy is when he ruined his office with poop, dude.
Who?
With FDR.
Oh, did he? He
I mean,
crapped?
sure. Mate, I'm just speculating.
I really
got the
believed
joke.
you.
Did you get the joke?
I believed you.
God damn it.
Sorry. I was like, did he ruin it by way of anus?
There will be. Dude, what if Reagan had to go on TV after fucking up real bad? It's like, and you saw me at the podium. A lot of Americans wonder what happens when the president has to poop. And by way of anus, I release myself in front of the premier of China.
They blame Russia.
Russia's an intelligence.
Gorbachev?
Yeah, Gorbachev, clean up my balls.
He's like, my underpants looks like Gorbachev's head.
Dude, what if Reagan farted a Gorbachev and he held it up?
Because I
Dude.
seem to have Gorbied my undershorts.
I just choffed in my BVDs. Dude, if Reagan choffed in the BVDs,
I chopped my BVDs.
dude, just referring to your shit as a Gorbachev.
Oh, Nancy, about the Gorby.
Nancy, I seem to have gone to the United Nations and left a huge Gorbachev in the bowl. Well,
Dude, I feel awful for the one White House employee that had to do his
dude,
whites.
what
Oh my
president, dude?
God.
That's another thing. How crazy would
Oh,
it
I
be?
bet you Gerald Ford dropped streaks, dude.
He dropped things the size of Fords in the fucking toilet.
Dude, I bet you fucking Trump clean as hell. I don't think he ever shit in his life.
Dude, I bet Trump was also the guy that saved his shit.
Oh, dude, the way
Like-
his body's built looks like he never has shit in his
Oh
life.
man, that's a cantankerous ass.
And then, yeah.
Dude, his ass is huge. That's like if you kicked his ass, it would be like a dam failing full of diarrhea.
It's like that dude taking a bowling ball in his cock. In slow motion.
The old footage is like,
He shits once a year. That's what his stomach looks like.
dude, that is a terror. Dude, and that's also another thing you got to look back. Which first lady had the most violent dumps that like?
Oh,
clogged
Lady
toilets?
Bird, dude.
Lady Turd,
Lady Turd.
Lady Turd Johnson.
Dude. Well, that's Lyndon Johnson was no. He was no slouch. Like he used to hold meetings in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, he was.
He didn't give a shit.
Did you
That's
ever
that's
hear,
how I'd be doing it.
Did you ever hear the phone call? It's actually, you can find it. It's a phone call that he's having with one of his, like, I don't know if it's an aide, but like somebody who works for him, where he is complaining about slacks that he's got because his balls and dick are so big that when it rips, he's like, and it gets me clear from my ball sack to my bunghole, and I can't wear these pants anymore.
Dude.
That's what we need.
Yeah, that's what you need in office, is because that guy doesn't give a shit. He's like, all right, let's meet me in the shitter. He's like,
I got to be honest with you, boys. These Texas enchiladas that I had earlier today.
yeah, dude.
Dude, I'm about to Gorbachev in this toilet right now.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I think about when I see stuff about politics now, because I just don't give a shit.
They never. That's another thing too. Is I've never been to the Vatican.
You don't say. What? I figured I would have took you as a 2 or 3 guy visit guy already, dude. You've never been to the Vatican?
Never been to Rome, dude.
Never been to the Vatican?
Never been.
What? You gotta go. You got to.
Dude, but my biggest thing is if I went to the Vatican, I would want to see what the toilets look like in the Vatican.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of dumpers is the fucking
the Pope?
Pope? What Pope poop is coming out of there, dude?
I think he just has a 12-year-old boy reaching him, getting it out.
Dude,
He's
what if? Dude, could you imagine poop forceps for the Pope?
Yeah.
Like if he's like, I've gotta get this out of here. Like, because if the stool isn't hard, it's concentrated evil in the Pope's ass.
Dude, that's like instead of when they elect a new Pope, it's brown smoke that comes out of the Vatican because he just took a shit.
And now we know that he has purged the evil in Vatican City.
I mean, you would think it's like golden thrones with like.
Yeah, dude. I bet it's also like, does the Pope wipe?
Nah, he's got a kid for that.
There's got it. Like,
there's a cardinal walking around with just like fucking robes, like poop robes.
All the robes are 2-ply.
Oh yeah,
dude.
like,
use this here.
The cardinal 2-ply, dude.
Dude, that would also be funny to see the Pope walking around with a clear poop swatch on the bottom.
I mean, they
Or, like,
gotta
it's
watch it, man. Like the
it's
Pope,
tucked
especially
into his
because he's
ass or
always
something.
like white on white.
Yeah, dude.
He's got to watch it because he could let one rip before he gets
Or like
out there.
old pee stains. Where you can tell he didn't shake enough.
Dude, that's another thing. Is like, that's what I mean about these old presidents, like Biden and Reagan. Like,
that's why they never wear khaki. That's why, honestly, older presidents, if you see the last president to wear a lighter skinned, or not lighter skinned, lighter toned.
Easy.
Sorry, your alt-right friends got into me for a second. No, the last president you saw wearing like a lighter toned suit was LBJ.
Yeah.
And it's because, like, when you start getting older, you think you shake enough. You can shake all you want. You're still going to get mad PDs.
Oh, yeah.
on
You're going to
khakis.
get some PDs, dude.
It's PDs, man.
Yeah.
So, like, they start going out of their way. It's like Ozzy when, like, if you ever saw Ozzy Osbourne in the later years, he
when
would.
he wore khakis.
When he,
when he was at his
when he was
Sunday's
up there
best.
wearing cargo shorts, he looked pretty good. He was going off the rails on a crazy train on that one. But the fucking
That's
fact
what he
was,
called his piss stream.
crazy train. But he
Sharon?
would dump. There would be times where he'd be wearing like an all black, like gym suit kind of on stage, but he would dump a bucket of water on himself. And the legend is that like the reason he would dump a bucket of water on himself is not just because he was hot; it's so he could pee on stage and no one would notice.
Dude, that's what Biden's going to start doing.
Dude, what if he comes out and he's like jumps a bucket?
Yeah, but he,
They're like,
dude, he
what
does
is
it
that
after
about?
it. He's just pissing, and then he's like, "Oh shoot!" He just
He
looks like Triple
forgets.
H up there.
Dude, what if that was Biden's like endgame? He would just like accidentally spill a glass of water on his crotch. Like, God damn it! I can't believe I still got to do this speech though.
Yeah.
I've got to go out there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm predicting though for the Biden presidency. I don't know what he's going to do for the country, but I definitely predict a couple piles, dude.
Dude,
a couple
that
public piles.
also just wild ass farts, like
Yeah.
old man medication farts. They are the worst, dude.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I bet you there's a few presidents. If you go back, man, there's got to be a few that just dropped some.
Dude, they didn't call Pat Buchanan. They called him Shat Buchanan, dude. His butt had a Butte cannon on it, dude. He fucking went off.
Yeah, because you know what else made me think about this is because I was watching that docuseries on Netflix, the Spycraft.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the last last two episodes or so were basically focused on the Cold War era. So it was obviously a lot of Reagan. And I was watching him in a couple of like speeches, and I'm just watching him like walk away. And there was a couple where it's like whatever, but then there's a couple where he was like waddling. I'm like, you just Gorby?
Did you just chaff, dude? Dude, also, how funny would it be to just one? If I was president, like, you gotta. It would be funny to do.
Also, that's fucking dominance, too. Dude.
Yeah,
you
dude.
just go up there and be like,
dude, honestly, if you're
just
walking.
shit.
No, and not just like kind of move your ass to fart, just like stop and be like. It's like anyway, we've got to sign these laws.
That'd be sick if that was the whole thing. Just like, no more questions.
Yes.
And now the president.
If Reagan
Thank
got
you.
up and he's like, hello, thank you all for coming out. And then he gets on like a step stool and he's just like. Now tear down that wall. And then leaves.
I would be like, this is the best president ever.
That would be, dude. And what could anybody say? Like,
Nothing.
they'd be like, oh, it's the president. Were you there when the president farted on the mic?
I mean,
at
dude,
the
if you
UN?
think about it, that's pretty much what every other country assumes our president does now.
Of course.
You know, Trump
Of course.
set the bar. It's
That's
good.
also the thing
Why
you
not?
brought up about the fucking, like, the spycraft thing.
Yep.
How much of a bummer would it have to be like you're like an international spy and you're doing surveillance, and then all you're watching is some guy take huge shits? Like,
Yeah.
that's all. Like, that's the thing you get. Brought up. I was like, so he pooped again.
Yeah.
Today, this guy has diarrhea. That's all I've.
He's like, can I get a new assignment
Yeah.
here?
Also, how often do you think, like, if you're the president, do you like fuck in every room, or do you?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you have to fuck in every room.
Yeah, I mean, dude, first place I'd hit is that bowling alley that Nixon put in.
Oh my God, the Nixon Alley.
Yeah, I definitely tell him, be like, bring me to the JFK room immediately.
Yeah, dude,
Because he's got those fuck rooms downstairs.
Dude.
Yeah, I bet, dude, that was like his little fucking 89-foot square shack, dude.
JFK had a Jack Shack
He did.
in the White House. He's like, don't come in here.
That's when they called him Jack Kennedy. They're
I'm
like,
going-
hi,
I'm going
Mr.
into-
President. He's like, actually, it's Jack down here.
Don't call me John at all. Jacking off in here.
He's just, dude, silk robe hanging.
Dude, that would also be cool if fucking JFK did meetings like just in a like open Silk Road. He's like, look.
That's what you need. Just come out
Dude.
dressed like Lebowski. It's like, this fucking president rules, dude. This guy doesn't give a fuck. He comes out with a white Russian. It's like, yes, finally. Let's tackle the real fucking issues here, man. He's like, hey, man. Hey, Russia, back off,
Biden
man.
walks out wearing a cream t-shirt. He's like, what's up?
He's like, sorry, late one last night.
He's wearing sunglasses. He's like,
Sorry, the Gorby part.
so I know we've got to lower taxes, man.
Yeah, Spycraft was sick, but it got kind of depressing towards the end because it starts talking about the Cold War era, and it talks about a lot of the CIA agents that flipped and started selling, information to Russia during the 80s, and it was the one like I was telling you before. They talk about Rick Ames, they made that movie about, but he did it for like 9 years. This is what's depressing about this. So Rick Ames got into debt. And he went, dude, one day just goes to the Russian consulate in D.C. with like 12, wait for it, operatives, 12 operatives' names that are already in the KGB, but giving information back to the CIA. Goes in with their names, gives it to the Russian consulate, like whoever met him there, and they're like, yeah, cool, you're in. I was like, wait a minute. And dude, they paid him $50,000. I was like, that's like a little over like 4,000 a name. I was like, $50,000. I'd have been asking 25 a name. He gives up. Dude, this was fucked up too, because then they had a interview because he's still alive, but like this was from like 01, 02. He goes, honestly, I thought that they would get, most of them would just get tried and in a court of law. I was like, so let me just back it up here. Your train of thought is you gave up 12 operatives' names that are in with the KGB. And you thought Putin and the boys would be like, you know what? Wait till we see you in court. Their court is a bullet in the back of the head.
Say.
And then they go, so you didn't realize they all got killed. He's like, I did think about that too, because they all died. They all got shot
like,
in the back of the head.
It was weird because the judge was named Judge Colt 45.
Dude, it's fucked up is So Rick Ames, obviously, that was like his first like showing with them, and then he did it for like 9 more years, made millions, dude. And then how he got caught was basically he starts balling out. And and apparently, so I looked into a couple other interviews. Apparently, the Russians, like the KGB, went to him like, Ricky, babe, pump the brakes, dude. We all know you cannot afford that Lexus fully loaded, dude. And like, dude, it just reminded me of that scene in Goodfellas.
Oh yeah,
he's like, but De Niro is fucking Putin.
Yeah, what are you doing?
He's like, look at this car, I love it. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, what are you getting excited for, Vlad? Vladdy, it's in my mother's name.
It's a gift.
I just got married.
It's a gift.
Corbone walks in.
With the mink jacket.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin's like, I can't believe this fucking shit. Dude.
Believe this?
Yeah.
Dude.
So that was like, that's how they got him. Then they started tracking him, and obviously, they just they took him down. But it's fucked up, man, because it's hilarious to think that, like, these guys just like lost money on the jets and were like, listen, Russia, I got some info. Yeah. It's like, Jesus, you're the CIA. Just steal from America.
That's all you got to do.
Go
doing it
rob
forever.
a bank. What are they going to do? Fucking charge you?
No.
Yeah, dude.
The idea of them going to Rick Ames and he's like wearing a full crown, just like of gold.
He comes in dressed like the Pope. He's like, what are you getting at?
He's sitting there. He's got a scepter. He's just like,
he's like, I work just as hard as you.
I thought we had an agreement with the names.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it's a gift.
Yeah.
It's in my mother's name.
What are you getting excited for, Vlad?
Goddamn.
Putin's like, you believe this shit?
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, dude. So, that was
Lord.
That was fucked up. But you should watch it, and we'll talk about it more. But it's good.
I watched the one part, but I also thought it was funny too. Is like they started. I think it's funny that they're also talking about how like the Russian thing where like in Russia drugged and killed. Like I was like, and they like Russia doesn't even deny any of it. They're like,
well, there was that one operative, the hot chick that was here for like 8 years, and then she just like she's doing like Maxim covers. I was like, shouldn't we shoot her in the head? It's like she infiltrated our government for years. She's out at she's in New York. I think she was like at like the Victoria's Secret runway show. It's like, why are we not shooting her in the head?
It's like she's
That's why we need a crapping president, dude. Somebody who doesn't give a fuck. He would have killed her.
Who is ripping ass on the podium, who doesn't give a shit about titties or gash.
Yeah, dude. He would just fucking killed the bitch,
dude.
But we're like, she's hot. I'm like, kill her. Kill her. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's why we need a Ted Bundy president. Someone who can respect women's bodies and then defile them.
I think we're on the right track with Biden, but I don't know much about what he does, like the presidency stuff. But like being an old retard that doesn't give a shit, that's what we need. We need that fucking in office.
We're 4 years away from electing the fucking Six Flag guy. And I'm telling you right now,
that's
that would
what we need.
Dude, he's just dancing up on stage and rips shit all over.
Like, what's his foreign policy? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
He sure does fucking shoot a lot of Russians when they infiltrate us.
He kills Russians, and I've seen him twerk poop a fucking
twerk poop,
dude. Just twerk a fucking gorb out of his fucking ass.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, it's Spycraft on Netflix. It's pretty sick though. But speaking of documentaries, how long have we been? What are we at? 48. All right. Before we get out of this, before we get out of this, if you're not on the Patreon, get on the Patreon because today we're holding a very special episode for our beloved Baloney the Tiger has passed. If you're not aware, he's the inbred Down syndrome tiger.
White tiger.
Yeah, his real name's Kenny, but we renamed him Baloney.
Also, of course, a Down syndrome tiger's name is Kenny. Nothing majestic in any way.
No.
Just Kenny, who may work.
I'm sure it was just Ken.
Yeah, dude.
Kenny the tiger.
Kenny the tiger sounds like the kid who pushes in carts at Save-A-Lot.
Oh, yeah.
They just call him like Kenny the tiger's out there.
Get him, tiger.
Get him, tiger.
He's pushing shit across the highway. It's like, it's Ken. He's
Whoa.
good.
He has 40 carts out on I-95 right now. That's impressive.
So yeah, that we're gonna do that after this. But so yeah, get on the Patreon for that stuff. And then speaking of documentaries, I was telling you I rewatched that Amanda Knox documentary.
Yeah, dude.
That came out like 2 years ago. First off, I don't know why I even second guessed that because she had nothing to do with that murder. There's no fucking way she did. And I guess I didn't realize it the first time, but if you rewatch the tapes of when the Italian police get to the crime scene, there's one part. I mean, dude, there's like a pizza delivery guy walking through the crime scene. They have like 80 people walking. And at one point, there's this big, fat Italian woman kicking a window in. She's like, "Benvenuto." I'm like, what is she doing? It's like, what the fuck? No one's got gloves on.
She's head of forensics.
They don't have the booties things on. They're tracking in shit everywhere. And it's like, wait, what is this evidence that you have?
He just holds up a bag of blood. He's like, look at it here. It's like, that's Prego. What are you doing?
Dude, what's your evidence that she did that? Come on. Oh.
Yeah, instead of objection is, whoa! Overruled.
But it was funny. Like this part, I guess I didn't see this the first part, but it was so funny when it was after she was in for like 4 years over there, I believe.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
when her appeal came up, everyone was like, man, if she loses this, she's going to do like 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
So they were doing all these interviews with, the American press and also like people in the Congress and, politicians, and then also some celebrities and big Trump boys on there. This is obviously before his presidency, but he's sitting there talking to like Katie Couric or Matt Lauer, one of them. And he's like, yeah, I think the president should get involved. What are we doing? That's an American citizen. Get them out. They don't know what the hell they're doing over there. And then it flashes to like the Italian DA who was involved with the Amanda Knox case. Dude, he's so pissed. And he's just like, and obviously he's speaking in Italian, but he's like, I think it was very disrespectful and rude that the Americans had the gall to speak to us about anything of the lawmaking or judicial system, because in 1308, in this very courthouse, was the very first trial ever held in Europe. And in America in 1308, they're still drawing buffaloes in caves. And I'm like, well, first off, let's think about the year, 1308. What trial was happening then? So they probably saw an iguana and they're like, well, the devil's here. Put him on trial. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, it's like, look at this baby. It winked at me. It's the devil. Burn it.
So here's the thing. We have dogs here that are brown, and I've had enough.
Yeah, but it's just the Moors.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like these guys are going to be trouble.
I don't
Sicily's
know.
like, I like them.
Yeah, these are pretty good.
What could actually go wrong with these guys?
There's a guy who's just selling trinkets, and one of them's a rock with googly eyes. Like, whoa, body!
This wizard over here.
Look at this. He's got rocks that can see me now.
Yeah, even in 1308, they're all dice.
Yeah.
Oh,
baby.
They're like, let me think about this.
That's how he's like, and we'll have a recess. Whoa.
Yeah, dude. So I thought it was funny because he's so pissed, dude. And him saying it in Italian is so much better because he's just straight faced, like, don't ever fucking question.
Don't ever say
like,
that about Italian court.
And then they
again.
just flash to the crime scene where like where the roommate got killed, and it just shows their police work. I swear to God, at one point there was like 40 fucking people in there. Dude, there was just like neighbors in there. Just like, I think I left the towel here. Hey, Jimmy.
They go
Just
to the
walking in and out.
The surveillance, there's an old Italian mom with a pot, like
she's cooking ziti.
She's like, whoa.
Why are these people in here?
Over the body, there's like a long table, and they're all eating with like wine and bread.
The one thing was the bra strap. They had a bra strap which had the boyfriend's DNA on it. What I also found out is they found it 46 days after the murder. They're like, look at this. It's like, what? It's like in To Make a Murderer when they found the keys. They're like, there they are.
Whoa.
I know we fine-toothed this whole fucking place, but it's the keys. We just missed it the first time. You did it. It's like, what?
Put her away.
Yeah.
Life, dude.
Yeah, it's insane that, they can't fathom the idea of an aggressive Italian towards an American woman because no one's ever heard that.
That's
in
never
Italy.
been a thing.
What are you going to tell me? That if an American woman goes to Italy, she's going to get groped? Come on.
Wait.
Next thing you're going to tell me, all Greek guys are gay.
They all have knitted moms.
Dude. Every girl I know that's gone to Italy, it's like very handsy.
Yeah,
it's handsy crams a lot over there, dude.
Jesus Christ. See, that's when Amanda Knox needs somebody looking out for her. Like that one, I just saw that Casey Anthony of child murdering fame is starting a private investigating firm for anybody who's been wrongfully accused of murder.
I'd be sick if she was going the other way. She's like, you in a tight spot? You need an alibi? Come on down. I got 20. None of them are going to make sense.
She just sells them. She's like,
she's got a fucking...
yeah, dude.
Just give me a number 8.
Dude, it's just a picture of her pointing to the Star Trek Enterprise like, you could have been in space.
She's throwing darts at a wall of excuses.
Yeah, dude, there's three.
It's like
three
woods
tiers.
burned. Got it. Go with that.
It's like you were in the woods, burning. You were knitting a child
Oh my
of
god!
your daughter that may have been murdered.
See, that's a fucking thing Casey Anthony might have overlooked. Was she should have just got sewn a replica of her daughter and be like, "Found her.
Yeah.
It's all good. We're over. You guys can leave. Found her."
Dude, just the commercials for Casey Anthony. She's like, "All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hi there, I'm Casey Anthony. Daughters are fucking stupid, right? Fuck. 3, 2, 1. Hi there, Casey Anthony here. Have you ever been accused of murdering your daughter? I mean, come on. They cry constantly, and if their necks are so weak, you could strike. 3, 2, 1. Babies fucking suck. It's 3, 2, 1. I'm just like looking. It's like, Casey, come on. You want to do this or not?
She's like, "I got it. 3, 2,
Dude, what if
1.
she-
I killed my daughter." God.
Dude, what if the commercials are her dressed like Sherlock Holmes? It's like
She's got the
with the two pill. She's like, guaranteed you may not murder your kid.
Wait, what is she? What is it?
So basically, Casey Anthony is starting. So like she's complaining about how like if you're in a tight spot,
Like after you're in a tight spot. Have you killed your daughter recently and you're in a tight spot?
You know,
These sons of bitches won't leave you alone.
That's what they refer to murdering your children.
That's so funny. A tight spot.
tight
She's like, "I'm in a
spot.
tight spot. What happened? Murdered my kid."
So my baby went missing.
And by missing, I mean I fucking
She's like, my baby went missing.
yeah, you know. The old missing.
Dude,
I'll
what if
fucking
that's
kill this thing.
part of the montage in her commercials. Like, just,
We will strangle the competition and your kids.
we will. I swear to God, if my name isn't Casey Anthony, we will leave the competition in a shallow grave by the driveway. It's like, whoa, Casey.
She's just like, and by way of anus.
By way of it.
They're like, what does that even mean? She's like, you can fuck me if you want. That's extra.
Awesome.
Wasn't she supposed to do porn?
She was, or not? She got offered to do like nude modeling, which.
Oh, yeah. Who was on
man.
that? Larry Flint was all over it.
Yeah, he was all over it because Larry Flint got Octomom to do it. Remember
Yeah.
Octomom? They fucking were supposed to actually shoot a porn with her. No shit. It was supposed to be called Conception. It was supposed to be an Inception parody, and she was supposed to get Prego again, which is insane. But like Casey Anthony, I was thinking the other day when I was fucking that fleshlight. That's a fleshlight that would sell.
Her or the kid? Dead baby. Dead baby flashlight.
Not where I was going, but
You got to clarify.
I
dude.
mean-
by way of anus?
by way of anus. Sentenced to death by way of anus.
Wait, so go back to what they. So if you're in a tight spot, like
So
you're getting
bas-
wrongfully accused,
so
they're the ones. helping you.
basically
what
when-
does she provide?
She provides so the police are investigating whatever baby murder you committed. She goes in with a crack team to try to sweep and clear what the police may have overlooked or may have missed. So they're like, that's like police in the police. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what she's looking
Yeah,
at. Like,
she's not good at it though. She's like, what's? I'd be like, what's your background? She's like, I lied. They definitely caught me. I don't know how I got out of
who are
this.
you gonna
I
trust?
fucked my lawyer.
Someone who was convicted and sent to jail for baby murder, or somebody who got away with it?
I've kind of done both.
Yeah, it's like, look,
She's like a fucking daywalker. She's like Blade.
Casey the Blade Anthony.
She's a daywalker, dude.
She's got all the powers.
I can walk amongst them.
She's got all the powers of a baby murderer, but none of the weaknesses, like getting caught.
That's a weakness. Is getting caught.
That's her main Achilles heel with murdering babies.
It's like sunlight to the regs. Dude, that's wild.
man.
And you know I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
dude, the minute that business opens, I'm calling.
Dude, you have to.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna call and be like, what are your prices, by the way? What's? She's like, all right, $50,000 up front. I'm like, good, because she was in mad debt.
Oh, she was fucked.
Because that's why she started banging her attorney. Yeah,
Of course.
that one dude.
Yeah. Well, it's hard not to bang Casey Anthony.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck she looks like anymore.
She's still pretty good looking.
She's about the same, right?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't look good. Her baby that she murdered. She's like, how do you want to look? Good like me or stupid like my kid I murdered?
What do you want to look? We'll totally let the competition decompose in a shallow hole.
That's good, right?
That's good,
I think
right?
we got it. They're like, nope.
Have you ever wanted to bite off a child's face?
They're like, all right, a little aggressive.
Casey. Jesus Christ, stop it. I'm Casey the Blade Anthony. Drop the blade.
She comes out with that haircut.
She's got.
If she comes out with blade haircut, I'll hire her to do nothing.
What if you hire Casey Anthony to be a private investigator for your neighbor's dog that they leave out too long? Like, I swear to God, they're abusing this animal. She like shows up looking like Blade with a sword and everything.
Well, dude, that's the other thing. Is like, dude, we should hire her for a fake crime. It's like, I mean, you committed a crime and lied about it. It's like, we're just lying about a crime. It's kind of the same thing, you know? Potato. Maybe not on the, line of baby murder.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm like, I lost my wallet. We should call her. I lost my keys. I'm in a tight spot.
I should call, dude. What if I call her to investigate? My girlfriend got pickpocketed. I'm like, I need you to figure this out.
You dumb bitch.
She shows up.
She's like, okay. Thank you, first off, for hiring me. I've heard your story, and I've looked at this thing 10 different ways. I think the way out of this is we kill my kid. God.
So here's the thing. She just hands me like a bloody. Like,
she's like, can you hide this?
Like,
You're
so
what? She's like, I did it again. I'm in a tight spot again.
she shows up. She has blood smeared on the side of her face. She's like, hey, what's going on?
She's like, yeah, I was in a plane like this from Florida.
So here's the thing. Do you know they just let anybody into a McDonald's play place? You can just go in there. It's like, damn, Case.
All right, let's wrap this.
All right.
All right, cool. Yeah, so that was this was 129.
Yeah.
And then so we're gonna switch over to the Patreon and do the memorial for Baloney, the retarded tiger. So if you're not on Patreon, go on the Patreon. It's under you paid for it. The link's on our social media. Follow that, and they're good.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.